Hey guys, hi Roots. It's almost Friday. It's almost Friday. Let's see who joins. Oh yeah, guys, join me. I also want to say thank you. Let me tag some people. I know it's in the middle of the day. Alright. Let me grab. Of course, I would have to sneeze like that. Let me grab something real quick. Okay, so I'll do this. I'll do that part last. But we are going to talk about, I'm going to give you guys my tips and tricks, and for preparing for a transition month, what transition month is in case this is your first transition month, and then what you need to know for January 1st, okay? So before we get into January, tonight, okay, Dan Orchard, who is the interim CEO for Scentsy, okay, we normally do our end of month live on the very last day of the month, which would be tomorrow. But since tomorrow is New Year's Eve, Scentsy decided to do end of month live today, okay? So the end of month live is tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So once I see that it's live, I will share it to the Roots page so you guys can see it, okay? That was number one. Number two, tomorrow is the very last day for select licensed items that are going into the vault, okay? For that entire list of what items are going into the vault, meaning that they're going away forever until Scentsy decides to open up the vault. So I would go ahead and share that with your customers, post in your VIP pages, text your Disney lovers or your licensed people lovers, do an email, anything like that, okay? But that list is on your news tab, okay, in your workstation. And it's a pretty big list, okay? Okay, so that's what's happening that you need to know right now. But come January 1st, January is our transition month. What that means is we are transitioning from our fall and winter current catalog to our brand new that's releasing catalog for spring and summer. It'll be releasing February 1st, okay? So for the entire month of January, the catalog is 10% off. Now, there are some exclusions to that 10% off, okay? But generally, almost everything is going to be 10% off, okay? That's number one. We are going to have products that are leaving us, fragrances that are leaving us, products that are leaving us. We won't know that list until the 1st, okay? And usually Scentsy will put out a news tab on what's going to be leaving, but you will also be able to get a sneak peek, not a sneak peek, you'll have a full access to the brand new spring and summer 2022 catalog, okay, on January 1st. Now, listen to me. Do not share what's in that catalog with anyone, especially your customers, with anyone until the end of January, okay? Number one, if you share it too early, you're going to kill your sales for January, okay? Why? Because people are not going to be ordering because they're going to wait for all the new stuff to come out, okay? So that's number one. Don't kill your own sales. Number two, please don't share stuff way too early because not only are you killing your own sales, you're going to kill your teamy's sales and my sales, okay? I suggest that you don't share what's coming in the new catalog until maybe a week out, okay? I would say not even a week out, but if you want to start doing like sneak peeks for your customers in your VIP page, then I would say a week out, okay? I don't know, it's beeping. But the next thing, Bring Back My Bar. Those are going to be available on the 1st of the month. So January 1st, all of the Bring Back My Bar scents will be available on your site to purchase, okay? If you're not familiar with Bring Back My Bar, what that means is these are returning fragrances that have been voted back by your customers, by you, by other consultants. We had the opportunity to vote them months ago, okay? Vote for them months ago. The ones with the highest votes gets voted back, and they are here for the entire month of January. This happens twice a year. So, I believe you can still get the Bring Back My Bar kit. What I'm going to do, I haven't gone through my kit yet, but I will pick out, I call them Ray's 6-pack, Ray's favorite 10 bars or whatever. I will go through and pick out my favorites, and if you are someone that you don't have the money or you just don't want to invest the $100+ to get the BBMB kit, that's perfectly fine. I would look into maybe splitting it with another consultant if you can do that. Or if you don't, then maybe just pick, I'll share my favorite 6-pack, and then you guys can kind of base yours off mine maybe, and see if we kind of have similar noses. And I would just buy a 6-pack. You can make samples off of that 6-pack, all of that jazz, okay? So definitely promote those. And then obviously we're going to have the new Scent of the Month, Warmer of the Month releasing on January 1st. And then also on January 1st. So, also on January 1st is the new season sales kit, okay? You can go and look at which kits have what products in it, which fragrances in it, but you as a consultant have the opportunity to order these new season sales kit come January 1st, so you can have these new products before the new catalog launches, okay? That way you can sample. You can go live in your VIP pages and prep an entire month early before the actual new catalog launches, okay? But there's new season sales kits. There's also all of the business tools are going to be available, okay? So the new catalogs, the new product training guide, the new showcase brochures, the new testers, the new stickers, all of that. But something new that Scentsy is doing is, what is it called? There is a transition business tools kit, okay? It's $69, and you are going to get 25-pack of catalogs, a 50-pack of product list, the new release sticker pack, and I'm assuming that has all of the new release stickers, okay? The scratch and sniff, transition tester set, and then a product training guide, okay? So that has everything you need in one kit. So all you have to do is click and say, hey, I want this transition business tools kit, and you got all your stuff, okay? Now, yeah, here we go. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Yes, so it says a list of products that will be discontinued at the end of the fall-winter 2021 catalog season will be available to download starting January 1st, okay? So on January 1st, you can download that discontinuing list, okay? So on top of the products being 10% off, now you can say, okay, let's say this is just an off-the-wall, okay? I'm not saying that this fragrance is leaving, but I'm going to say, okay, if Aloe Water and Cucumber is leaving, if it's being discontinued, then you go find all your customers that are obsessed with that fragrance, okay? Say, hey, this scent is leaving us after January 30th. Yeah, January 30th. So I would go ahead and add it to your Scentsy Club account. That way, because Always Get My Bar means that you can always get that fragrance forever and ever as long as you keep it in your club, okay? This is going to increase your club subscriptions as long as you're talking about it. You have to open your mouth. You have to tell them how it works. Same with Bring Back My Bar, okay? If you have a customer who gets your 6-pack and they're like, oh my God, I love the banana nut bread. I don't even know if that one's in the set, but that's an older Bring Back My Bar. But if they have one, and they're like, oh my God, I love this fragrance, that is your opportunity and the open door for you to say, okay, add it to Scentsy Club. Do you have a Scentsy Club with me? If not, make it. It's a free subscription. It only makes sense, literally. And add your bar to it, and you'll get it forever and ever. Scentsy will make it specifically for you, okay? So, just wanted to share all this with you guys because today is the 30th, which is absolutely insane. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. That's insane. So go through, just make sure that you're looking at your news tab, okay? So I am pumped for the new year. If you have not sat down and come up with your goals for the new year, I highly suggest it, okay? Every year, these are my goals from last year. I just took them down. Every year, I sit down and I come up with goals that I want for my personal goals, you know, goals that I have with my husband, that we have together, goals for my business, all of that jazz, okay? Things that I want to do, things that I want to focus on, okay? And then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write them down, okay? I actually type them out, so I have a Google form here. So last year I did mine a little bit different. I split them up and I talked about, like goals that me and my husband have together, my personal goals, and then my business goals, okay? This year, I'm just doing one big list, and I'm kind of prioritizing them. So, like, the first one is have a baby. Like, that's nothing new. Y'all probably know that. And then work out 3 times a week. I have house renovations up here. One of my goals this year, which is very, very scary for me, is to retire Vince from his job, okay? I want Cincy to be our full-time income, to be able to support us, and I want him to be able to leave his job if he wants to. I have earn annual sales and mentor. I have promote 5 frontline directors, and then I actually went through my frontline based on their effort and how much they share in the group and what their goals are, all of that. And I actually have a list of current frontline who I see director potential in, okay? So I have a list of them. And then I have promote 2 SSDs. I have earn the spring and summer incentive. Okay. I have grow our group to 3,000 members. Grow our team to 400 members. Sponsor 30 people personally. Train less and encourage my leaders to train more, because I already know how to train. But the reason why I'm so comfortable with training is because my sponsor pushed me, okay? Katie pushed me to train. I was terrified, guys. I was terrified to go live. And the reason why I'm so comfortable now is because I've done it so many times. And don't get me wrong, I still get nervous, like talking to like new groups, or if Cincy asks me to do a training, I still get super nervous. But the only way that you're going to get over that hurdle is by doing it. So that is my goal this year, is for me to train less, and I want you guys to train more, okay? Not only are you going to get over that anxiety and fear of training in front of people, but I promise you it is going to help your own personal self-confidence skyrocket. And you'll never really know exactly how that feels until you actually do it. And I can say that because it did that for me. Cincy did that for me. Katie Lassiter helped me get here, okay? Chloe Cox helped me get here. Chastity Robinson helped me get here. There's so many people that have had a huge positive influence on my life with Cincy that helped me get to where I am today, okay? You guys helped me get to where I am today, okay? Trusting me. You guys trusting me and showing up to my trainings and cheering for me and rooting me on and telling me, you know, it's okay to have a down day. It's okay to feel like it's okay. You know, when I did my post, last week, 2 weeks ago, basically just telling you guys how I was feeling and I was in a rut and all of that jazz. You guys are a huge part of my journey. So, before I get in my feels, and then not my biggest one, but something that I really wanted to focus on this year is more in-person team events, okay? So if you're in this group page, it means that you are on my team, right? There's some people that are not necessarily in my team, but they're in our group. But most of the people in this 176 Roots Facebook group is in our team, okay? So I want to do more team in-person events. I want to do at least 4 this year. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule them out. I'm going to share that with you guys. I have not scheduled them out yet, but I'm going to share them with you guys. It'll be every couple months. And obviously these are not mandatory. They're going to be fun. They're not going to be Cincy related. Like if you want to talk Cincy, we can talk Cincy. Oh, sorry. I got to fix this. If you want to talk Cincy, that's great. If you don't want to talk Cincy, that's great. It's literally just going to be for connection. So I have up here ice or roller skating, and these are just ideas. Ice or roller skating, meeting up at a brewery, going to Busch Gardens, hitting the beach. Those are just some ideas that I literally just like came up with off the top of my head that would be really good for like a larger group setting, and I just wrote it down. So I'm going to come up with dates so they're already like set in stone so you guys can know, okay, we have these planned throughout the year. Okay, so if you can't come to one, then maybe you can come to one of the other three. Okay, maybe you can come to one of the four or two of the four, three of the four. You know what I mean? So if you have not sat down and wrote your vision or your goals, then we'll have to look into that, Chelsea. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I realize that I'm kind of far from a lot of people. We have a lot of people in Virginia. We have a lot of people near me. And me from Virginia, I'm a good, depending on where in Virginia, but from Virginia Beach, I'm a good hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, sometimes an hour and 45 minutes, depending on how deep you go into Virginia Beach. So I know that that's a drive. So that's why I plan on doing multiple of these, so we can kind of like, I can, I guess, hit kind of closer to where everybody lives. I know not everybody's going to be able to make it because some of you don't even live local. Like, you live, like, in Maryland or wherever. But I just want to try to, like, connect with you guys more this year in person, okay, not virtually. So that's one of my personal goals. But one of the things I have up here, or one of the things, sorry, I don't have up here, but I was thinking about earlier today. If you're going to sit down and you're going to write your 2022 vision or your goals, okay, or your dreams, make them, number one, I want you to make business goals, but I also want you to make personal goals, okay? So if you have a dream of, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example that I'm trying to, like, portray to you guys. If you have a dream of leaving your job, okay, that might not happen this year, okay, or 2022, but it doesn't mean that's not going to happen, okay? I want to remind you guys that. Just because you're not there yet just means you're getting closer to reaching that goal. So, let me make sure my phone. But I want you guys to push yourselves out of your comfort zone, okay? I see a lot of times where people send me their goals for the year and they're very minimal. And not minimal in a bad way, but minimal in a sense that I can tell you're not pushing yourself. You're staying in that comfortable bubble, okay? I'm challenging you guys when you make your goals, personal and business, that you are really, like, making them scary and making them scary. I want you to look at your goals and be like, wow, I'm not really sure if I can reach that, but I'm going to aim for it, and I'm going to give it my all to reach it, okay? Because if you stay in that comfortable bubble, you're going to only play small. You're not going to push yourself. Why? Because your ultimate goal is already in a comfortable area that you feel comfortable in, where you feel like you don't have to push yourself out of that bubble. You don't have to get uncomfortable. And let me tell you, growth does not come when you are comfortable. Growth only comes when you get uncomfortable and you get scared and you do things that scare the crap out of you. That's when you're going to grow. Okay? So that is what I'm challenging you guys when you sit down and you write down your goals. Okay? So, challenging you guys to do that. I'm challenging you guys to write a monetary goal for your paycheck, for your monthly paycheck, okay? So, let's say that your paycheck, your highest paycheck that you received, let me turn this down. Your highest paycheck that you received in 2021 was $500, okay? This is just off the top of my head. I'm going to challenge you to double that. And I'm going to challenge you to make a $1,000 paycheck with Cincy, okay? If you've already made a $1,000 paycheck, I'm going to challenge you to double it to $2,000, okay? I know that might look scary to you, but it is possible. It is possible, okay? So the other thing, let's say that you have a promotion on your 2022 vision, okay? You want to promote to director. Let's just say that. If you're going to have that on your goal list, I want you to sit down and I want you to go deeper and I want you to figure out, okay, this is my ultimate goal for the year of 2022. How or what actions am I going to take to reach that goal? Okay, that's my next step. My goals, my vision that I just shared with you, which I'm not done with, that was just a rough draft. I'm then going to sit down and say, okay, I have a goal of sponsoring 30 people for the entire year of 2022. Rachel, how am I going to sponsor 30 people? What does that look like to me? Do I have a certain amount of people I'm going to talk to weekly? Am I going to break it up into monthly? Okay. If I want to promote 5 frontline directors, what does that look like? What actions am I going to take to hit that goal? Okay. Am I going to do coaching calls? Am I going to do a certain amount of coaching calls monthly with certain people? Am I going to be strategic about who I'm choosing to work with? Okay. So that's what I mean. Same thing. Up here I have, where is it? I have earned annual sales and annual mentor. I've already earned annual sales, so now I'm working on annual mentor. So number 1, you need to know what those 2 things are. That's number 1. Okay, that's part of your action plan. Number 2, you then need to look, okay, well, if annual mentor is to sponsor 14 frontline consultants who reach certified within that calendar year, how am I going to do that? Am I only going to aim for 14 or am I going to aim for 25 consultants? Because I know that it's not realistic that if I only sponsor 14 people, that all 14 people are going to hit certified. It's just not realistic, okay? So once you do your goals, then I want you to sit down and I want you to make an action plan. And once you make an action plan, I want you to share it on this page and I want you to tag me. Okay? I'm going to share mine too. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. Okay? So, I hope that this helps. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, so if you have someone you want to share it with because you think it's helpful, please share it. I would love that. But, listen, 2022 is going to be incredible, and I'm really freaking pumped. I'm pumped. If there is something that you guys would want to do in the upcoming year, I want you to share it with me. Okay? So, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys at 8 p.m. tonight for the end of month live. Bye.